R.I.P. Stanford, Goosey, Brown. Today is Sunday, May 25th, 2025. Holiday weekend in both Jamaica and the United States. But a weekend where we in the Meadowbrook High School alumni community will want to forget, but sadly will always remember, as we got the news in the last 48 hours that one of our own, Stanford, Goosey Brown, transitioned under very tragic circumstances in Jamaica. Goosey, as all as we know, all of we who know him, used to call him, will be missed by his daughter, Shanae, his son, Chad, and his beloved for over 40 years, Carol. Yes, they were a Meadowbrook couple. Our prayers and condolences go to Shanae, Chad, and Carol in these very difficult days in coping with the loss of their very special one. Goosey was also special to us in the Meadowbrook alumni community, as he was one of those men, where our school colors, green and blue, run through his vein. Goosey was an integral part of that history-making Sunlight Cup championship team that inspired me to start this conversation about Meadowbrook memories. Goosey was our opening batsman, our opening fast bowler, and an excellent fielder. In that memorable finals in 1982 when he defeated our arch rival Calabar, Goosey was second top scorer when he made 46 out of a total of 216. And he was our top wicket taker when he took 5 wickets in bowling out Calabar for 164. More than anything else, I remember Goosey for his competitive spirit. Because no matter what brand the school was, Goosey had the temperament that none of these schools were better than Meadowbrook. No other incident epitomizes Goosey's competitive spirit better than when in our first match of our championship year in 1982 versus Jamaica College, Chris Cheddar noticed the JC non-striker was trying to steal a single by backing up too far. Forgive me, non-cricketing fans who might not understand the nuance of playing cricket, but this was important to Goosey. I whispered in Goosey's ears as he was walking back his run-up that the non-striker was trying to steal a single. Goosey ran up the ball, and when he was about to release the ball, he held it and ran out the non-striker who was about halfway down the wicket. We went on to win that very competitive match, which set the tone for our winning season. When I met up with Goosey in 2016 in Jamaica after not seeing him for more than 35 years, that was the incident we remember the most as we catch up on our school years. Goosey was also a hard-tackling defender for the Manning Cup team, a long-distance runner who represented Meadowbrook champs, and played competitive table tennis for our beloved Meadowbrook High School. I last spoke to Goosey about 3 weeks ago when he called me very excited that he had spoke to Michael Mitchell on the phone for about 3 hours, and I should get in touch with Mitchell and get him on our Meadowbrook Memories conversation. I did have a conversation with Mitchell, but sadly, our friend Goosey won't get to hear it when it is released. But I'm sure Goosey will be laughing in heaven when he hears his friend Mitchell shares his Meadowbrook memories. Goosey was a giant in size and spirit in our Meadowbrook community, and he would always be remembered by his daughter, Shanae, his son, Chad, and his beloved Carol, and all those who came into contact with his genteel spirit and his infectious laughter. Rest in peace, sleep in peace, Stanford, Goosey Brown. And luckily, we'll have your voice to listen to for an eternity. Walk good, my brother.
Choose Meadowbrook.
How that go? What do you mean you choose Meadowbrook? What do you mean?
You see, Jelly, I went to Balmagie High School. Balmagie Primary School.
That I don't Olympic Garden.
Yeah. So, during the 76 election, my parents sent me back to the country and sent me there. So I did my common entrance at a primary school named Boscobel Primary School, and I passed for St. Mary's High.
Okay.
So I ended up going to St. Mary's High for 3 years.
Yeah.
But during those 3 years at St. Mary's, I used to play a lot of cricket
Yeah.
and Headley Cup and all of those. But I had a PE teacher, and one day he mentioned to me, he said, Brown, you cannot make the St. Mary parish team. At that time they had parish cricket, which is now Senior Cup. He said, there is too much talent in St. Mary. You don't have anybody that lives in Kingston. I say, yeah, my parents is in Kingston. He said, well, I would suggest to you that you try and transfer to a Kingston school because you have a better chance of making a Senior Cup team over there.
Mm.
So during that summer, I was back in Kingston by my parents and the fact. At that time, we lived on Headley Avenue, UNN Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So during the summer, we used to go play football down by Mar Valley.
Mm-hmm. That's at the park.
Right. So down there, I play with Jackie Brown and and Jim Rai and Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
And till one day, Jim Rai said to me, because me and Jim Rai used to walk on the same street. So we used to walk, go down and walk, come up after training. So he said to me that, which school you go? So I say, sir, St. Mary, I'm go. And my parents transfer me to KC.
Mm.
What?
So I say, why? So I say, why? Why you not come on Meadowbrook? Meadowbrook want some football,
Mm.
So eventually him taught me in coming training at Meadowbrook. And we went training at Meadowbrook. And I say, me like the feelings and difference at Meadowbrook. So I start come Meadowbrook at training and what have you now.
Mm-hmm.
At them time, as you know, I was like 115 pound wet.
Yeah.
It happened that's one day when we're training, and it's like a defense means a lot, Jelly. The final, I tell you something, the final is the first time my mother and my sister ever see me play cricket,
Oh, really? Yeah?
First time. But my two friends used to attend Calabar. That's Cameron and Pepe.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah. So when we get Pepe in the evening, I was very happy to get him. So I said, the next person, I never worry about the Calabar team, It's one person, just Pepe and Cameron I want it. Once we get Pepe and Cameron out, I know it was all over then. Because
the man that used to have Wally Patak as well.
Right. Remember they used to come down Battlefield and mouth to
yeah. Remember them used to talk Wally, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, people live in the area. People live a Woodley Drive, I think. Yeah.
Right.
And you have a brother, I think, live near Meadowbrook. The Chinese name, Chong, forget his name. Forget the youth. You know my talk. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it, man. I know the thing about my team, about the Meadowbrook team, The Meadowbrook team, we by the dread drilling us so much. We knew how to play tough cricket. We knew that. So, and what the dread had taught us is that not to ease up the pressure. once we have a team down, just get in the killer instinct mode, not to ease up the pressure. So once we had Pepe, because if you can remember in that final, again, when Cameron come at the wicket and I was bowling to him, he said, Goosey, you can't get me today, no matter where you do, you can't get me today. And the teachers, the students, and like Rosen said, whatever you wanted, the opportunity was there. So anything you wanted to do, you had that opportunity to do it. That's what make it so magical.